This macro lesson will be about the geography of oceans. Did you know that all of Earth's oceans are connected? Several distinct ocean basins exist within the global ocean. The largest and deepest is the Pacific. The Pacific Ocean covers one-third of Earth's surface, more than all land combined, and contains more than half of the world's water. The Atlantic Ocean has about half the surface area of the Pacific, and the Indian Ocean is slightly smaller than the Atlantic. The Arctic Ocean surrounds the North Pole and extends southward to the shores of North America, Europe, and Asia. Therefore, it is bounded by land with only a few straits and channels connecting it to the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. Of course, when we think about oceans, we think about life in the sea. Life in the sea includes many different organisms, such as plankton. Many plankton are single-celled and microscopic, and others are more complex and are up to a few centimeters long. Other life included in the sea are organisms we are most familiar with, such as fish. As we know, fish populations have been greatly impacted by humans, causing a shift in the type of fish targeted. For example, in 1970, fishermen harvested millions of tons of cod, a predatory fish. This large catch turned out to be biologically unsustainable, and by 1993 had declined so greatly the entire ecosystem was disrupted. In one study, oceanographers documented research showing that industrial fishing fleets have caused a percent reduction of large predatory fish such as tuna, marlin, swordfish, cod, halibut, and flounder. The World Watch Institute has pointed out that as industrial fishing depletes large, long-lived predatory species that occupy the highest levels of the food chain, fishing operations will move down to the next level, which are species that tend to be smaller, shorter-lived, and less valuable. As a result, fishers worldwide now fill their nets with plankton-eating species such as squid, jacks, mackerel, sardines, and invertebrates including oysters, mussels, and shrimp. Commercial fishermen now work harder, spend more time, and consume more fuel to capture smaller quantities of less valuable species. When you think about it, they are essentially fishing down the marine food web. But the cycle of fishing down the marine food web can't go on forever. At lower tropic levels, the species are so small and diluted that it is no longer economically feasible to fish. At the current rate of descent, it will only take about 30 years to fish down to the level of plankton. So now the question to ask is what will happen to us once our ecosystem destruction and overfishing levels reach a breaking point, especially when you put into account the other battles our oceans are fighting with pollution and destruction of our reefs.